Nearly a year has passed since I arrived in the Netherlands, following my husband, Yusong, as he embarked on his 4-year PhD journey. Our wedding in Korea was whirlwind, a swift commitment before stepping into an entirely new chapter. I've always loved experiencing something new and learning more about other cultures, and I was happy that he had the opportunity. So I thought, that's even greater than starting our marriage in Korea. Back in Korea, I lived with my parents, under their warm yet encompassing care. I love and deeply respect them, but within their embrace, I never had the space to truly know myself, what I was capable of, what I truly desired. Moving to the Netherlands, I had to figure out everything by myself, while actually together with Yusong, my new partner. And I actually wanted to. Being independent in my own life really changed me and helped me grow. I'm going to share with you my honest experience and thoughts. In Korea, my meals were often prepared by my mom, or I dined out, as restaurants were much more affordable. Cooking was limited to the simplest of dishes, and even that was unnecessary in a home where everything was provided. Here in the Netherlands, I go grocery shopping every other day, buying just enough for a few meals at a time. Our small fridge necessitates this habit, but beyond practicality, I've grown to appreciate simplicity. We avoid waste, letting ingredients dictate our meals. And cooking has become an act of both nourishment and creativity. With 90% of our meals homemade, my diet is healthier, my portions are more plentiful, and the joy of creating something from scratch has become fulfilling. Korea moves at a relentless pace, a country where competition is ingrained in daily existence. I never considered my life particularly fast, as I enjoyed moments of reflection. But it was only after moving to the Netherlands that I truly grasped the essence of a slow life. Here, I take the time to cook, even when it demands effort. I savor weekends without overstimulation, appreciate the shifting seasons, and focus on my own standards of happiness rather than measuring against others. Most of my belongings, accumulated over 30 years, remain in Korea. With fewer choices, I feel lighter. Fashion, cosmetics, material possessions, they have taken a backseat to the experience of cooking, traveling, and simply being. Korea is a land of accessibility, where every convenience is at your fingertips. Yet, with it comes an overwhelming flood of choices. And stepping away from this has given me clarity on what truly matters. Relationships here have simplified. It's not that I didn't love my family and friends in Korea. Of course I did, and I still do. But in Korea, life is intertwined with so many people that solitude is scarce. Here, my social circle is smaller and more intentional. I have a handful of friends for different occasions and ample space for myself and my family. At the same time, I have met people from vastly different cultures. Korea, a homogeneous society, rarely allows for such encounters. I cherish learning about others, sharing perspectives, and introducing people to Korean culture. Despite the global influence of K-pop, dramas, and films, Korea remains an enigma to many. Being here, simply existing in another part of the world, I become a quiet representative of my heritage, and I love it. Marriage itself is a transformation. being bound to someone, learning to compromise and care for one another in a foreign land is both a challenge and a gift. We have become independent individuals, yet deeply reliant partners, growing together through each unfamiliar step. Being far from family carries a quiet ache. Unlike during my studies when summer always promised a return to Korea, now there is uncertainty in when we will meet again. Yet, in this distance, love intensifies. We share more, express more, and the longing deepens our appreciation for one another. The tenderness of bittersweet love makes me recognize the depth of our bond. I once thought Europeans value privacy far more than Koreans, with their strong sense of individualism. Yet, in Korea, a woman living alone is often advised to keep her windows covered for safety. Here, I see homes with grand windows wide open to the world, unbothered by the gazes of strangers. A cultural remnant of Calvinist values, I was told, and it amazes me how such traditions persist until today. Keys. In Korea, I never carried keys. Doors were digital, secured by codes. Here, I hold a house key, a bicycle key, a garage key, and an office key. In winter, Korea's ondol, heating keeps floor warm, allowing bare feet to wander freely. In the Netherlands, heating is costly, and many people choose to simply layer up, sipping hot tea to fend off the cold. These small adjustments feel analog to me, deliberate, yet they cultivate resilience and a mindful way of living. The Dutch are practical people, perhaps shaped by their mercantile history and unpredictable weather. Their fashion mirrors this mindset. Raincoats and functional layers over fleeting trends. The practicality of Dutch fashion strips away excess, leaving only what is essential. Vintage clothing thrives here, sustainability is valued, and bringing your own tumbler is trendier than using disposables. I have lived in many countries, each move driven by work, study, or family. Each time, I sought something new, an adventure, an exotic thrill that momentarily fueled my happiness. But living in the Netherlands in a quiet, slower rhythm, a simple meal, a slow morning, the changing of leaves. Had I not come here, I might have continued searching restlessly, mistaking movement for fulfillment. But now I see clearly, true happiness is not in the extraordinary, but in appreciating the ordinary. It is found in the smallest moments, something to recognize, to cultivate within.